How's it going, my bones? SilverDFanng back here with more YouTube reactions. We got the Ikea experience by Odds1Out. I don't think I've actually done a video on Odds1Out. I've been watching him for years. I love him. Talented YouTuber. Enjoy.
I'm terrible at decorating.
Okay, the Ikea experience, the Odds1Out. We're talking about Ikea. I thought, you know what? Let's watch someone else talk about their experiences in Ikea. And look at that butt. Look at that butt.
I'm terrible at decorating. Not in the sense that I have terrible taste, but rather I'm terrible doing anything. I have the...
Okay, that I understand. Look, I like furniture shopping, but like I said earlier, I have a busted chair, and it's taken me weeks to even think about looking at chairs. And now I'm in that, like, I need to find a chair, and it's taking forever.
This debilitating habit where right before I hang a picture up on a wall, I'll go, yeah, this spot is perfect. I'll just set this on the floor real quick so I remember this is the spot I'm going to hang it up.
God, that
and
is...
then that picture will stay on the floor for 6 months.
Okay. That's really bad, but I have done similar stuff. Where I have, it's like, you know what, this is the perfect spot. Later.
Until I finally do hang it up, which takes less than 5 minutes to do so. Sometimes, though, I'll get into a home decoration overhaul kind of mood. Like recently, I've come into the possession of 30 Warrior Cat books. Somehow. And instead of putting them in
It's another video.
a closet next to my 30 Animorph books, I decided it was
So I might be worse. All my stuff been sitting in the garage for almost 3 years because I didn't get myself a bookshelf until last week. That's I haven't hit the 1 year market yet. I've only hit like a month, but yeah, that's pretty
finally
bad.
time to buy a bookshelf and put all of my classic literature neatly on display. After perusing multiple furniture websites and getting overwhelmed with the massive amount of choices and styles and letting my
I do like that hand chair. I feel like the hand chair would be fun.
algorithm know I was desperate for a new shelving unit, I had a sudden moment of clarity. I am spending more time thinking about shelves than I've ever wanted to in my entire life. I just need something to hold my cat books. Why am I overcomplicating this? I should check old reliable
Ikea.
Ooh, this looks nice. The Calyx. Now, I could just pay to have this thing delivered straight to my door, or I could go on a fun adventure filled with meatballs.
I don't know if they actually look that good, but that looks good.
The older you get, the more fun going to Ikea gets.
Agreed. Ikea is fun.
Any piece of furniture you can possibly imagine is at Ikea, with a ridiculous name. In my head,
Oh, well, no. I saw that.
this was going to be... is at Ikea, with a
I wish I had a MILF table lamp. Who doesn't want a MILF on your table, just brightening your day up? Good old MILF. Snordorodin, dumbass. Barkus or Barkass. Crack lover. Kidnapper. Troll Burgett, Diet Mar, Stank Lover. I know these are not how they're actually supposed to be pronounced, but it's funny. Wait, never mind. I got MILF girlfriend.
ridiculous name. In my head, this was
Does she sit on your counter? Huh? Point me.
going to be the quickest Ikea trip of my life. I would eat some meatballs that are so delicious you don't even need spaghetti to go with them. Then I would find my Calyx and take it home. If I had 2 birds right now, I could totally kill them with 1 stone. Or meatball. But if you know anything about Ikea,
I'm not reading that, but good for you, Blue.
a quick Ikea trip
It's an
is an
oxymoron.
oxymoron. The first red flag that this trip was going awry was that as I was standing in the checkout line with my food on my lunch tray, I couldn't help but notice that even though I asked for the 12 meatball meal, I only counted 11 meatballs on my...
How dare you? I need 12 balls of meat in my mouth right now.
A plate. Now I had to ask myself an important question. Am I the type of guy who will step out of line, walk back to the server, and say, I don't know how you Swedes count, but here in the States... And before I even finished the hypothetical, I figured, no, I'm not that type of guy. But then, like, more minor...
I don't think anyone is shocked. Odds1Out reads as, again, lazy.
Inconveniences kept happening. After I completed my incomplete meal, I went to fill up my water bottle at one of those water filling stations. But when I put my bottle in, the flow of water, like, curved to the side. But then when I moved my bottle over to where the water was going, it wouldn't be under the sensor, so I had to do this whole dance where I kept activating and moving my water bottle, and by the time my bottle was half full, I remember thinking, I wish this machine just didn't work.
Okay, what you do in this situation is you put the bottle where the curve is, and then you put another object where the sensor is. It's not that hard. Big bottle opens.
Because then I would just go, oh, guess it doesn't work. But now it's making me work for my hydration. But whatever. This is all just part of the Ikea experience and why it's such a magical place. Right? I skipped grabbing a shopping cart and started blazing through all the neatly designed showrooms that I'm usually a huge sucker for.
I mean, they're very cool. No one actually sets their shit up like this, but it is fun to look at what you could do if you actually gave a shit or, time.
Wow. I wish my bedroom looked like a Scandinavian child's bedroom.
Oh, true.
I'm not doing any of that today. I had one item on my mind, and that was the one and only, easy to pronounce, calyx. Now, imagine my surprise when I turned a corner and saw an entire showroom called the Calyx Collection. Maybe if I had been more observant and saw the giant calyx display at the front of the store, or just looked on the website for 2 more seconds, I would have learned that calyx is like the name of a type of bookshelf. And they come in all these different shapes and sizes, and oh no, I'm overwhelmed with choices again. I saw they were also selling these cubbies that could go into the shelves, and I thought, now I gotta get a cart. If you don't know, Ikea is a one-way street. Arrows illuminate the floor, indicating the flow of traffic. And even though I was robbed of a meatball, I was still willing to respect the rules of the road, and I did a full lap around the store.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. I am turning my ass around, and I am just bumping into people. Sorry.
And I'm super glad I put in the work to fill up my water bottle, because this mega store was a lot more mega than I remember. I kept following the arrows, but I swear they were making me go in circles. I am not...
Look, I've said this before.
Welcome, Estella's Darkness.
Hi, Estelle! Yay, Estelle! We're learning about Ikea. So, that is something I will say. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I have terrible directions, and I have been lost in an Ikea many times. Yes, I know there's arrows. It doesn't matter.
Surprised that there is a never-ending Ikea SCP, because as you walk through a regular Ikea...
No, you're learning too, Blue. Blue and Kai hate Ikea, and I'm teaching them the wonders of Ikea.
You definitely...
I don't know. Look, if there's a possibility of me getting lost, I will get lost. It is.
Get worried that this place will never end. But the real problem going through all the showrooms twice was that it doubled my chances to see a piece of furniture and go,
ooh,
oh, I actually could use that. There has got to be a Swedish word
for
Blaze. Going to Ikea for one item and then leaving with 1,000.
Yeah, but you're under 25, so we all know the answer to how do you feel about Ikea. You couldn't give a shit.
$1,000 worth of furniture. There was an end table that I swear had a spotlight shining directly.
Is it a MILF light? That doesn't look like a MILF light. Let's get a MILF light on it.
on it. I could hear Swedish angels singing. This end table would be perfect for my printer, which is currently on the floor. So after 2 laps of the showroom, I headed to the giant warehouse to pick up my stuff.
It's really not that bad, dude. God, this man does not get out. Like, if he gets winded by an Ikea, this dude needs to get out more.
And there were these shelf dividers I wanted, which were ironically at the very back of this long shelf themselves. And by this point in my journey, I was kind of done playing by Ikea's rules. So I just climbed up in there and got him myself. What was I supposed to do? Ask someone for help and make them crawl up in there? No. Now, that amazing end table that I wanted for my printer had to be picked up in the order pickup area for some reason. I guess they had it in the super secret employee only warehouse. So I showed the guy my receipt and my name appeared on a screen along with an estimated time my order would be ready, which was in 10 minutes. So I waited 10 minutes and the guy never called my name. And I thought, I'm not bothered by this. It was an estimate. It's fine being a few minutes late. Then more time passed, and by this point, it had been 10 minutes after my estimated 10-minute wait time, so I go up to the guy and said,
Most people call that 20 minutes. He waited 20 minutes.
Listen, I can let the meatball slide, but did you forget about me? And he was like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting on someone who can operate a forklift. Do you want me to climb up there? I added 45 minutes to my quickest IKEA trip to get something I came into the store not originally wanting. I didn't even measure if my printer would fit, so I was kind of taking a gamble there, but good news, it totally fits.
Yay!
So, however, even with all those minor inconveniences I had to deal with, something happened in that IKEA that really stuck out to me and, dare I say, made the whole trip worth it.
Aww.
After I had done my first lap of the showroom and secured a shopping cart, I saw this middle-aged woman with who I'm assuming was her mom in a wheelchair, and she was grabbing all these small items in her bare hands. And even though I had traveled very far for this shopping cart, I asked her, "Do you need a shopping cart?" "Oh yes, that would be very helpful, thank you." I'm doing a voice. That's not how she sounded. After I gave her mine, I did just turn around and went against the flow of traffic to grab another shopping cart. I'm only running on 11 meatballs here. I'm not doing that a third time. But then later, when I was down in the warehouse, I was about to put this big box into my cart when that same woman just so happened to be there and asked, "Do you need any help?"
Aww.
And it made me realize that a simple act of kindness can be so meaningful to someone that it can completely change the type of day they're having.
Yep. Always try to do nice things because you never know if nice things will come back. Also, hi, Bibbles. Almost at the home. My friend needs to shower. Yeah, take your time.
Admittedly, I did end up putting that box back because I realized it was in the wrong color.
No!
I'm sorry for making you crawl up in there, Grandma. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in decorating our room or scrolling on our phone that we forget the real world is out there. So go out and do something nice for someone today. It'll make both of you feel a lot better. And if you have any pictures just leaning up against a wall, go hang them up right now. It'll take like 2 seconds.
So they're not
Welcome,
hanging,
Bibble Saved.
but for about a year, I've been wanting to get, so I'm a fan of an artist named Saki Michan. I buy their art every year when they come to a con. I've been wanting to frame them, and that's been something I've been wanting to do for like 3 years. Frames are expensive. Or at least at Michael's. I should go somewhere else and see if frames are cheaper. But this was great. IKEA is a fun store. They're not that hard. They're cheap, affordable, good shit. Thanks for checking out this video. Check me out on Twitch, SilverDFanng, 2 N's in Fang. Check me out on Twitter and Blue Sky under the same name. Also TikTok. Have a great night.